I'll stretch, maybe sketch, take a climb, go dress, and I'll be read the books.
They're literally in her fucking Instagram comments right now. Talking about, sorry, but can we recast Rapunzel?
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing fantastic. I know I am. So what are we here to talk about today? We're here to talk about the fact that the internet is going in a freaking frenzy over a Disney princess. It's like we have the same conversation every year. Is no one else finding this pattern? Is no one else realizing this pattern that we're continually having? We have the same discussion, the same debate, the same outcry by the same people about live action movies about Disney princesses. Will this conversation ever die? Well, we're about to find out today, okay? Let me just be the one to tell you, right? Because people are not telling people. All of this is hearsay. What do I mean by that? I'll tell you. So basically, the whole internet is going wild because people are saying that Avantika, who is a very beautiful Asian woman, should play Rapunzel, basically. She should play Rapunzel. Now, like I said, all of this is hearsay. Meaning that none of this is confirmed, meaning the directors of Disney have not said that this is happening. No one has actively confirmed this is happening, but people are bombarding Avantika with racist comments, harassment, disgraceful incidents. People are also turning their anger towards other Asian people and POC, saying, why can't you guys just pick the characters that fit your race? Why are you guys taking all the white characters? All of this, even though none of this is even confirmed. I just want to put that out there and make that very known and how ridiculous this whole thing is. It's not even confirmed and you guys are having your knickers in a dirty little twist. You guys need to actually fear high blood pressure. That's what I'm gonna say. You guys are getting upset over nothing. Let me tell you, I've been seeing videos like this, constantly saying that their childhood is ruined, that this is so terrible. All right, listen. So basically, fans of Avantika have said she would be a great fit to be Rapunzel. That little wanting, that little desire from her fans got blown out from proportion. Now everyone is crying and pissing and coming, thinking that the new live action Rapunzel is going to be done by an Asian girl, the same way how Ariel was done by a black girl, because that's obviously the worst thing happening in the world right now. Now I'm going to tell you something that's probably going to ruffle a lot of feathers. I'm probably going to tell you something that's probably going to make you really, really upset. I'm just giving you a fair warning, right? Because none of this is actually happening, but let's assume that it actually was. Have you asked yourself, is the reason as to why you're getting yourself so upset off of a Disney princess, is it because perhaps all of the white Disney princesses, their stories can be replaced by a POC color without it actually changing the storyline? However, if you were to do that with Tiana, with Mulan, with Pocahontas, you can't do that with a white person because that would be completely rewriting the story. Have you thought about that? I actually talked about this in grave detail on my old YouTube channel that got deleted because I was too outspoken. I actually talked about this in grave detail, how the argument of, oh, if we were to change Tiana's race, you guys would be upset. That argument is absolutely lambastically wrong and uneducated. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous that people still think that that's a plausible argument. I've explained, but I will explain again. You cannot change the skin color of Tiana, of Mulan, of Moana, of Pocahontas. You cannot change the skin color of these people because their entire storyline, their entire background is heavily dependent of their race, of their ethnicity. If you put a white girl in place of Tiana, that would make no geopolitical sense, because Tiana's story literally takes place in New Orleans back in Hurricane Katrina, where racism and misogyny were running rampant. Two characters within her story, Mr. Finner and Mr. whoever, the people that she was trying to buy the restaurant, the people that she was trying to buy the restaurant from, they literally said in the show, in the movie that, oh, a little woman of your background, you're better off where you're at. That would not make any sense if that was played by a white woman. It would make no sense. Not to mention Tiana's background, to do with her dad, the struggle of being a black woman in upcoming America. None of that would make sense if it was played by a white girl. Put that little assumption to bed and educate yourself real quick, okay? The exact same thing with Pocahontas. A little Native American girl whose home was colonized by the British that came to America. That would make no sense if it was a white person playing it. Hello? But then you get upset. But then when you look at stories like Snow White, whose race has nothing to do with the storyline. When you look at characters like Cinderella, whose race has nothing to do with the storyline. In fact, it would probably even make more sense if Cinderella was a black person or a POC. You look at characters like Rapunzel, whose storyline has nothing to do with her race. Are you seeing a continual pattern? So I'm going to ask you the question again. Are you actually upset about this live action? Are you upset with the fact that every single white princess, you can change their race because their race has nothing to do with the storyline? It doesn't affect the storyline in any way. However, with the POC characters, you cannot do that because their background, their ethnicity, their heritage impacts the storyline completely. It's the base underlying foundation of the story. It's the fundamental basis of the story. You guys don't think before you get on your phones and become a little keyboard warrior. You don't open your eyes and ears to listen or to think. Because if you did, we would not be having the same conversation every single year. And I want to just remind the people at the back of the class, this isn't even happening. All of these tears, outcry, racist comments, all of this is for no reasons. Avantika is getting unnecessary hate for no reason because none of this is even happening. It's not even happening. But it's the fact that you guys still can't see how it's not the same if you were to flip it the other way around. Like, come on. Regardless of the hate and abuse that this poor woman is getting, she got nominated at Harvard for the People's Award or People's Award or something like that. She dedicated her entire speech towards the genocide happening in Gaza right now.
Getting a Person of the Year award is insane, but also from my perspective, the people of this year have truly been the people of color and our brothers and sisters who are fighting at the front lines for our people in Gaza, and I would like to dedicate this award to them because I think they are who are keeping our world free from injustice, oppression, and so much violence. And so I'm dedicating this to them and to our humanitarian leaders and to the people we lost this week from the World Central Kitchen. So I would like to take a moment for them. On a more slightly positive.
She dedicated her entire speech, not to the hate, but to an actual issue that is troubling millions across the world. But you guys are crying over a Disney princess. Priorities? But yeah, you guys tell me what you think. If this were to happen, would you guys be upset with Rapunzel being an Asian woman, or would you not care like the most people? I don't know. You guys let me know, innit? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on my TikTok, which is where I found the majority of this information anyway. That's where I found everyone crying about this stuff. And if you can also follow me on my Instagram. And guys, you're already here, so you might as well subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you in the next one.